I mean, he's not wrong. Be yourself, but sometimes yourself isn't the greatest thing in the world. That's the lie, Josh. Hey, just be yourself. What if I'm annoying? What if I'm a bad person? What if that's who I am?
Jordan's Messyges.
Sponsored by Squarespace.
Where have you been, Jordan? Where have you been? You thought that I had neglected you. I had stopped doing Messyges. And I have and I haven't. It's twofold. I did stop doing Messyges, the sacred show, okay? I stopped doing that for a few months. But we have been doing another show called The Message. All that's different is there's no S. Josh, and there wasn't any the S in this show either, but there is an S included. Well, some, not on camera. Just it was a part of the episode. Sometimes these questions, these messy questions.
They get messy.
So we've been doing another show called The Message on the greatest show of all time, which is a little sacrilegious to say because Messyges with the S is the greatest show of all time. But we have a new podcast that we've been doing The Message in. It's a variety show. We've been having a lot of fun doing it, and Josh is included in the message. He's always behind the camera, but now he's sitting next to me, and we answer one of your messy questions together. It is the greatest show of all time mixed with the greatest podcast of all time, and it is sacred itself. But let's get to the greatest show of all time, The Messyges. Let's get to The Messyges. Hi, Jordan and Josh. I'm 24, moderately active social life, doing a PhD in physics. Over the last year, I have been working with a mentor, and I can now say that I have fully put the sin of porn to the grave. We do have the S. We do have the S. However, I now find that I am harboring anger toward women. This is something that I am disgusted by and feel a deep sense of embarrassment, shame, and guilt. The anger surrounds the fact that I have never been interested to any girl/woman, and also the feeling that women have unrealistically high standards that I cannot meet. I don't want these feelings as they are not right. What should I do? This is interesting. This is somebody who has... Well, this computer is just a prop, by the way. There's nothing on it. I literally just said, Josh, I need a computer. So I just said it here. It's like a blanket. It's like my blankie. That's what yes. This is an interesting thing because you are aware. You've watched Messyges. You know the spiel. I'm not going to say it again. But your brain, you've changed your brain by being on this for so long. This is just a fact that you are trying to accept and trying to figure out, I have done this. Now, how can I live in this world and get over this and change it back? How do I change it back? This is the first message we've ever gotten like this, Josh. Honestly, it's giving me hope, which is what we're going to talk about on the podcast, Josh, because we have a section called It Gave Me Hope. You are angry that women have too high of standards in a world where all women know that all men are watching porn. So and let me just listen to the messages of the people who write in. How do I find a guy who doesn't watch porn or who hasn't watched porn? And I say, look, that's I don't even know if it exists anymore. But there are nice people like you who have and who are self-aware and are trying to get out of it. I think it's easy to think, oh, I've stopped. I'm better now. That's like, but it takes time. Like you could still, if women aren't like interested in you right now, it takes a lot of time to like just have this, if you have this, what's the word, aura around, aura. There's an aura. Is that a word? Yeah. I never use it, but it's a word. It just takes some time. I don't really know how else to say it. To get the aura off of you. You know, it's like, you can be off of something for a long time, but it still somehow is a part of you without it being a part of you.
I think that the part of him that still exists is I think he has a lot of self-hatred.
Yes.
But in his mind, he's projecting it onto women.
That's
saying,
right.
Oh, they have unrealistic expectations of me, or they're not interested.
But it's really that you're just kind of like ashamed that you have done this for so long.
So in his mind, well, I've just seen all these beautiful women in all these videos, clips and stuff, and so I had unrealistic expectations, but I don't want to do that anymore. And so it makes me mad when I think about other people doing that. Because so he's trying to fix himself, and he's angry that he's struggling.
Yes.
He's putting it on women, and it's not their fault.
It's not their fault. I wouldn't be angry at the women and the children, too.
Not just the men, but the women and the children, too. I hate them. Don't slaughter them.
Don't slaughter them like animals. Just understand that it's a projection. This is why we have Josh doing the message now. It's a projection that you have projected onto them. You're angry with yourself that you have done this. And it's not, see, this is actually good news for you because the women actually are nicer than you think that they are. You're just angry at yourself for them not accepting. If you're nicer to yourself, then the women will have a easier time accepting you because they won't feel this weirdness. The aura of you being angry at them, and they're like, why is this dude angry at me? What have I done? Like,
why is he grunting?
Why is he grunting at me? The women and the children. It's, So you're gonna be okay. I think just wait, give some time, just the aura, whatever, and don't be angry at these people. They haven't done anything. They literally haven't done anything to you. And if they don't accept you, or if they don't want to date you, they're not being mean. It's just they don't want to. Don't be angry at them. That's their choice. Okay, was that good, Josh? PhD in physics, all right. Now, guys, you might have noticed that we've made some updates, some changes to our YouTube channel with our podcast. And Josh, I think it's about time that we update our website as well to match. Obviously, the best place to do a website is with Squarespace. We've been using them for so long, and they make it so easy to update your website. Squarespace makes everything so simple. You can create an online store selling physical, digital, or service products easily. Plus, you can create custom merch now. It's very awesome.
It's print on demand, Jordan.
So you just type in, you do the logo. They can even do the logo for you by your logo on the website. I've tried this. And then they just pop up a shirt that says, here's a t-shirt with your logo on it. Do you want it? It's crazy.
Ship it out.
And then they ship it.
They ship it, man.
It's crazy. They have flexible website templates no matter what kind of site you want to create. Whether it's a blog, portfolio, web store, or whatever else you need, they all look great and you can easily customize them to be whatever you want. So let me ask you, what kind of project are you wanting to start? A podcast like us? Maybe a shop? Whatever it is, it's finally time for you to start that project that you've been putting off. Head over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, go to our link squarespace.com/cow, because there you're going to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/cow. Now, let's get back to the messages. Hey Jordan, first let me say I love your and Josh's channel. I'm a 17-year-old girl. My older brother is 18. I asked him what a good guy looks for in a girl. I wanted his perspective. He told me he wants a girl who is beautiful, athletic, and has a great personality. Okay.
Long walks on the beach.
And I was like, okay, but what about what a good guy would like in me? And he said, just be yourself. Is that really all there is to it? Because it doesn't seem like being myself does anything. The anonymous sister. That was an interesting answer from a guy. It's actually not. It's not the answer that I would have given, but I can actually see that being I want somebody who's beautiful, who's drop dead gorgeous, who is athletic, and who will have long walks on the beach. That's it. I mean, I feel like that's actually, not. I guess that's not a bad standard for the procreation of the world. If you do think about it, that's how we have been ingrained.
This guy's got his priorities in check here.
He does. He's aligned.
I'm here to procreate.
I'm aligned with God.
Get out.
I'm aligned with God, and I'm get out. Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. Be yourself, but sometimes yourself isn't the greatest thing in the world. That's the lie, Josh. Hey, just be yourself. What if I'm annoying? What if I'm a bad person? What if that's who I am?
Yeah.
I don't think that you are because you're writing a message. And most people, there's one or two people. Somebody who writes a message can be a great person. Another person can write a message and be the greatest human being on planet Earth. It's really just it's a dichotomy.
But if you write a message, you've at least won half the battle.
Yes.
Okay.
There
is still hope.
Yes, there is still hope.
You can't write a message and be told you're hopeless.
Somebody's gonna pull up a clip that I said you're hopeless. Because they really ticked me off or something.
I thought that it made sense that he's saying, I want someone beautiful, attractive, fit. And then he was like, well, what about me? And he just said, just be yourself. Because he thinks that she's all of those things, I guess. So it's like, well, you don't even have to do anything.
Well, or it could have been, this is what I'm thinking. I think he was like, it was just he was just so like floored that she's asking this question. Okay, beautiful, attractive, and somebody with a great personality. And then she's like, but what about if I was trying to attract a guy? And then he was like, oh, wait, I need to like give like a good answer. This is awkward. Just be yourself. Okay. Like he was just like, it's fine. Yeah, I did it. I gave the advice. All right. And then he walks off and now he's playing video games. I just needlessly insulted your brother for no reason. It wasn't called for, but I did. Look, he's not wrong. Just be yourself. You seem like a great person. So I think just be yourself for your case is actually good advice. But I don't say just be yourself to anybody. I've never given that advice. I will only give it to you because I trust you. I believe in you. Anybody who would ask their 18-year-old brother this incredibly innocent, amazing question is a winner in my book. You're a champ. You're amazing. She says, is that really all there is to it? Quite frankly, no. But that's a great start, and I don't really know how to go into all the nuances of when you're with somebody and like what transpires and if this happens then what. There's so many options, okay? But it really does, if you're a good person, to just be yourself. And I would say, Josh, don't compromise on your core values. Now, that doesn't mean going with somebody with a list and say, you need to this, and this, and you need to be this denomination and this. You're gonna ruin your life. I've seen it so many times. You've just ruined your life. So don't do that. But just be yourself for you is a great start. And your brother gave you great advice unwittingly.
I hope he finds his incredibly
athletic, beautiful, walks on the beach.
Yeah. Hope he finds that girl.
I hope he does too.
Messyges is back, Jordan.
Well, we don't know. We don't know if it's back. It's back today, but will this be the last episode that we ever do of Messyges? I'm going to use that for the thumbnail. The last message, ? Hundreds of thousands of views. People got to know. They haven't watched the channel for God knows how long. They click on it because they said, he promised me. Even if I don't watch anymore, he promised that he would be doing this till he died. Till he was, actually, I said till I was 100.
Everybody, even people who have passively watched the show, they know that that's the promise. That you will
do
Messyges till you're 100.
That is the only promise that we have ever given anybody, and it will.
If you do the show till you're 100, that means I have to live to 103. Because you can't do Messyges.
That's true. Well, let me tell you what. If this actually happens, if you're gone, and it's just me, I will pull out the camera and I will have like your voice in the background and it'll be this extremely weird, awkward thing that this old man is doing.
I'll just record lots of clips of me laughing. So you can just play. Okay, I gave you my AI rights.
Yes. Oh yeah, we don't even need you anymore. It'll just be the AI. I'll just type in, just respond to jokes in this format.
You're like writing because they're answering the question. You're typing on the screen.
And then, we're not stopping Messyges. Don't forget, guys, the podcast, there is the message section of the Variety Podcast show, whatever. And it's a great show and you're going to love it. If you don't watch it, there's something wrong with you.
We're so good at marketing things.
We really are. It's our greatest asset, is our marketing skills. Don't be messy. And watch our podcast, Messyges.